What up, guys? Quick update video. This will be my top 8 regional 60 player remote duel regional deck that I top with. We go ahead and get into it. I top with Runick's. Go ahead and start. We have only 3 monsters. It's Amano Iwato. Very good, especially if you're going first or second. Neither player can activate monster effects unless it's a spirit. In phase, it bounces itself back to the hand. That's literally the only monsters that you literally play in the deck. The main deck, at least. Spells, 1 terraforming, 1 day apiece, triple pot of dualities, triple messengers of peace. Runick, we play 3 flashing fire, triple destruction, triple slumbers, triple fountains, triple curses, triple tips, 1 storm, 1 droplet, 1 dispelling. That's all the main deck spells. For the traps, we play triple skill drains, triple there can be only once, and 2 rivalry of warlords. Only 2 rivalries because I only own 2, and I feel like 2 is all you need. Like some people said, if you open up Runick and or one of these floodgates, you pretty much got the game, especially if you're going first. Again, also depending on what decks you're playing against, but I feel in this format, there can be only one is more powerful, stronger than rivalry. If you see this in rivalry, it's great. If you see, I saw rivalry and there can be only one at least 3 times together in hand when going first or second, and that really helped. They didn't clog much. Nothing really clogged. There was one game where I opened up where I drew into 3 fountains, and that was a game I lost. But with these are the cards you want to see. If you see them and you go first, then you're in a good position. Not per se you're going to win, but you're in a good position. That was the main deck. It's a strict 40. Now we'll go to the extra deck. We'll start, we play triple of each Runick fusion, triple Munen, triple Jide, triple Frique, and triple Higan. I run them all at 3. Higan, obviously for the protection and the field spell search, which it's either a bait because we have the field in hand, or we don't need the field because we have terraforming in hand. So we just go into it, discard a extra card we don't need, and attempt to search. If we get the fountain, good. If we don't, then that's great. We wasted one of our opponent's hand traps, and we can still play. Triple Frique. Battle phase special. It's 2K attack. It's just there to make your opponent either swing into it and force them to banish 2 and destroy it and get a quick play back from the grave, or just to have them attempt to attack, special the Frique, have them attempt to skip the battle phase if they don't want to banish any more cards, or for you to get a quick play Runick out the grave. So great strategy. I used it twice during the entire regional. Another strategy I used is during the battle phase, I special the Jide. When he's destroyed by battle, you can target any card on the field, and pop it. And also when he's summoned, he gets a Runick Fountain from grave. I only used him in battle, like I said, I only used these 2. Him for the Frique for the banish, and then the Jide for the, special on the attack decoration. Are you still attacking? What does he do if he's destroyed by battle? I get to pop a card on field. And then the Frique, any battle he's involved in, you'll banish the top 2 cards. Make them think. I've had some opponents skip their attack decoration, not attack anymore, and just go straight into main phase 2 with these 2. So they help. And then we run Munen of the Runick Wings just for the life point gain, and he's a 2,000 K defense. 2,000 2k defense, which is always good. And the other stuff, we run a Donair Dagger for Hire. We never went into it, but it's there. If we have 2 monsters and we want to pop a monster on field. Beat Cop, we went into Beat Cop once, and then when we just used it, her effect, tribute herself to protect, put a beat token on, a patrol counter on our field spell. And one Abyss Dweller, never went into it. Never had a moment where I had 2 level 4s on field, but it's there just in case. And for the side, triple Dark Bribes, if we know we're going first. Depending on the matchup, triple Majesty's Fiend. There's a match where I brought 2 of these out, and on Mono Iwado, it was the nuts. A triple Spooky Dogwood. I used this once in time, and I used this against a tier player in time, and I won. Triple Lava Golems, again, and then triple evenly matched. Obviously for the board wipe. So for the matchups, it was a 6-round tournament, remote duel regional. My first round, I got a bye because my opponent didn't show up. Second round, I went up against a tier player. We beat him. We milled him out both games. We 2-0'd him. Game 3, I went up against the mirror match, actually. I went up against Kyler Price, the guy who recently got top 32 with Runick. He was playing Runick Dino Rufia. And I honestly, I didn't know who he was until after the duel, and I looked him up, looked up the name. But really what happened was game 1, I believe I went first, and I had a Floodgates, and I just pretty much banished all his Runick cards. Game 2, he did the same to me. Game 3, I went first, and I just, I played it smart. I tipped for the destruction since I knew he was on Runick as well. I destructioned him 3 times. He was milling me. I had less cards in my deck, but each time I just waited. I set 1, 2, 3, activated my field spell, waited past turn. He didn't summon any monster. I didn't summon any monsters as well. Every time he activated, I played it smart. Every time he activated his quick plays and on res, that was fine. I always had a destruction in hand or set. Because I knew for a fact he wasn't going to waste a destruction on a random set card. He was going to try and attempt to hit my own Runick Fountain. So what I did, I had a destruction set. Every time I tipped, I searched for destruction and kept it in hand. He went effective Fountain. The first, I flipped destruction, targeted his Fountain. He protected it with this first special moon and protected it. I'm like, cool. That's completely fine. I still got my Fountain effect. He had no destruction. I drew. I had tip. My turn, I activated the tip. I searched for destruction, another destruction, my Fountain effect, 1, 2 to add destruction and the tip back. I believe he attempted to destroy mine. I just activated my other Runick quick plays. I believe it was Flashing Fire to special my Moonin, banished to protect. And then I activated destruction again during my turn. He activated a quick play from his hand, and he special Moonin again. Boom, that was 2 Moonins down. 2 Huggins. Then I pass turn. He goes, I activate my other tip. I add destruction effect, target the destruction, and I just activate it in another quick play and put it to the bottom. He special, I waited till his end phase. He didn't activate anything. He set Dino Rufia trap and he passed. End phase, I activated destruction again. For the 3rd time. And that's pretty much what won me the game. Game 3. He specialed the Huggin effect. He banished it. He got his shuffle back draw. I drew. I checked his grave. I checked his banish zone. He had 3 of his Huggins banished. He had no more field spell protection. So you know what I did? I activated a trap effect. No, I didn't activate a trap. I activated a tip that I drew. I grabbed destruction. Effect of my field spell, he had no response. Target the destruction, the tip, and the curses in my grave. Put them back, draw 3. I drew into another tip for next turn. So I activated destruction, popped his field spell, and then he banished the top 4. I set, passed his draw phase. I activated another effects. I believe I had Dispelling. He activated a card. He drew. On res, I activated Dispelling. And I got to discard one, banish the top two. He passed and phase, activated another quick play. I drew. I set. Activated. I set. And I passed battle phase. Skip, go. I let him go. He had nothing. He set. He passed. And his end phase, I specialed Fusion. Yeah, it's my turn. I special the Fusion, attribute it. I normal summon my Majesty's Fiend. Enter battle phase, skip, pass. He went. I went ahead and specialed another Fusion. So we'll just say this is another Fusion. During his turn in phase, I drew. I attributed this one for another Majesty's Fiend. Skip battle phase and I pass. He went. He had nothing else. It's my turn. I drew. And I haven't attacked this turn. So I drew into a Mono Awado. And that was pretty much curtains. I went battle phase. I went swing. He went effective special. That's fine. Swing, swing, swing. Main phase 2, set, pass. These will stay on field because, again, Majesty's Fiend, no player can activate monster effects. And after that, he just scooped it up and we won. So it's pretty much the better Runick player. Whoever destroyed the other field spell first pretty much won it. And unfortunately, that was me. But again, if you ever play the mirror match, just hold on to the destructions or any spell or trap destructions and pop their field spell. Without their field spell, they cannot do anything. So we got that in 3, 4. We played a Exosisters. Pretty much, I went first, and there can be only one. And rivalry. Well, there could be only one pretty much did it. We went to game 2. They got it. Game 3, I went first. I had there can be only one, but they had Judgment, I believe, but I had Dark Bribe. And they just sat on one monster the entire turn. We drew. We had Messenger of Peace, but it doesn't matter because he had a 500, 600 attack on field. And then I specialed into a Frecky. I skipped my battle phase pass. He couldn't do anything. He set one. I drew, Frecky, battle phase, swing, effect, banish top 2, pass. He activated Vadis before my There Can Be Only One, but then I changed There Can Be Only One to the Vadis. Then he activated a Pax, so he was already down 16. And then I went battle phase, swing, no damage, but, banish top 2, pass. Battle phase, swing, he banished top 2, pass, and then I just chain. He set, I just destruction, fountain effect. All right, res, I'll activate tip to add, res, fountain, target, destruction, and tip. The whole loop around, get draw 2, swing. Well, I can't swing. Skip battle phase, pass, his draw phase. If he sets anything or normals any monster, I had a slumber for illegal targets in hand. Also, I had a freezing curses just to negate his monster effects and then get the banish and on res, the fountain to shuffle back. And that was pretty much it. He pretty much scooped it up and logged off. That was 4. Unfortunately, round 5 and 6, I played against Tier again. Round 5, I played against the guy who got first place. I just couldn't get over the Keldos and the Medoras. They just kept targeting my spells and grave and shuffling them back. And round 6, I played against the guy who got 4th or 3rd place. Again, it was the same thing. Game 1, he just kept Keldoing and Medoring, shuffling back my targets with Fountain, even if I chose 1, 2, or 3 quick plays. And game 2, it was just horrible. I drew into 3 fountains. Had Fountain, drew into another fountain, then he passed. Fountain effect, he let me activate it. I drew into another fountain, and it was just a clog. It was horrible. But